Right, this is the fourth part of John Keats' love letters to Fanny Brawne. This is from the March 1820 collection. Sweetest Fanny, you fear sometimes I do not love you as much as you wish. My dear girl, I love you ever and ever without reserve. The more I have known you, the more have I loved. In every way, even my jealousies have been agonies of love. In the hottest fit I have ever had, I would have died for you. I have vexed you too much, but for love, can I help it? You are always new. The last of your kisses was ever the sweetest, the last smile the brightest, the last movement the gracefulest. When you passed by my window home yesterday, I was filled with as much admiration as if I had then seen you for the first time. You uttered a half complaint once that I only loved your beauty. Have I nothing else then to love it in you but that? Do I not see a heart naturally furnished with wings imprisoned itself with me? No ill prospect has been able to turn your thoughts a moment from me. This purpose should be as much a subject of sorrow as joy, but I will not talk of that. Even if you did not love me, I could not help an entire devotion to you. How much more deeply then must I feel for you, knowing you love me? My mind has been the most discontented and restless one that ever was put into a body too small for it. I never felt my mind repose upon anything with complete and undistracted enjoyment, upon no person but you. When you are in the room, my thoughts never fly out of the window. You always concentrate my whole senses. The anxiety shown about our loves in your last note is an immense pleasure to me. However, you must not suffer such speculation to molest you any more, nor will I any more believe you can have the least pique against me. Brown is gone out, but here is Mrs. Wiley. When she is gone, I shall be awake for you. Remembrances to your mother. Your affectionate J. Keats. March 1820. My dear Fanny, I am much better this morning than I was a week ago. Indeed, I improve a little every day. I rely upon taking a walk with you upon the 1st of May. In the meantime, undergoing a Babylonish captivity, I shall not be Jew enough to hang up my harp upon a willow, but rather endeavour to clear up my arrears in versifying, and with returning health begin upon something new. Person to which resolution it will be necessary to have my, or rather Taylor's manuscript, which you, if you please, will send by my messenger either today or tomorrow. Is Mr. D with you today? You appeared very much fatigued last night. You must look a little brighter this morning. I shall not suffer my little girl ever to be obscured like glass breathed upon, but always bright, as to her nature too. Feeding upon sham victuals and sitting by the fire will completely annul me. I have no need of an enchanted wax figure to duplicate me, for I am melting in my proper person before the fire. If you meet with anything better, worse, than common in your magazines, let me see it. Goodbye, my sweetest girl, J.K. My dearest Fanny, I slept well last night and no worse this morning for it. Day by day, if I am not deceived, I am getting more unrestrained use of my chest. The nearer a racer gets to the goal, the more his anxiety becomes so. I linger upon the borders of health, feel my impatience increase. Perhaps on your account I have imagined my illness more serious than it is. How horrid was the chance of slipping into the ground instead of into your arms. The difference is amazing, love. Death must come at last. Man must die, as Shallow says. But before this is my fate, I fain would try what more pleasures than you have given so sweet a creature as you can give. Let me have another opportunity of years before me, and I will not die without being remembered. Take care of yourself, dear, that we may both be well in the summer. I do not at all fatigue myself with writing, having merely to put a line or two here and there, a task which would worry a stout state of the body and mind, but which just suits me as I can do no more. Your affectionate J.K. My dearest Fanny, though I shall see you in a short time, I cannot forbear sending you a few lines. You say I do not give you yesterday a minute account of my health. Today I have left off the medicine which I took to keep the pulse down, and I find I can do very well without it, which is a very favourable sign, as it shows there is no inflammation remaining. You think I may be wearied at night, you say. It is my best time. I am at my best about 8 o'clock. I received a note from Mr. Proctor today. He says he cannot pay me a visit this weather, as he is fearful of an inflammation in the chest. What a horrid climate this is! What careless inhabitants it has! You are one of them. My dear girl, do not make a joke of it. Do not expose yourself to the cold. There's the thrush again. I can't afford it. He run me up a pretty bill for music bedside. He ought to know I deal at Clementine. How can you bear so long imprisonment at Hampstead? I should always remember it with all the gusto that a monopolizing Carl should. I could build an altar to you for it. Your affectionate J.K. My dearest girl, in consequence of our company, I suppose I shall not see you before tomorrow. I am much better today. Indeed, all I have to complain of is want of strength and a little tightness in the chest. I envied Sam's walk with you today, which I will not do again, as I may get very tired of envying. I imagine you now sitting in your new black dress, which I like so much, and if I were a little less selfish and more enthusiastic, I should run round and surprise you with a knock at the door. I fear I'm too prudent for a dying kind of lover. Yet there is a great difference between going off in a warm blood like Romeo and making one's exit like a frog in a frost. I had nothing particular to say today, but not intending that there shall be any interruption to our correspondence, which at some future time I propose offering to Murray. I write something. God bless you, my sweet love. Illness is a long lane, but I see you at the end of it, and shall mend my pace as well as possible. J.K. And we'll continue this on another video on YouTube.